Roberts.
Yo, what's shaking AC?
Oh my gosh, you're keeping me up here. Keep me awake. Okay, so let's talk today. This is our episode on productivity for franchisees. So we're specifically in the series of the Ang and Rob Rants for franchisees. Although I will say, this one's probably going to apply to anybody that's trying to be more productive. So it's almost like a bonus. Okay, why does productivity matter?
What a loaded question. Okay, so productivity, wow, why does it matter? Well, if you're productive, you can achieve more things in the day. You can take further steps towards your goals. When you achieve your goals, it provides happiness. It provides steps towards the larger dreams that you want to achieve, whether it's independent wealth and all that sort of stuff. It all starts with productivity. It helps improve your mindset. If you're unproductive by the end of the day, you just feel like, oh, I didn't get anything done today. You know, there's so much that matters around productivity. Yeah. It's the root, it's the foundation of what happens.
I think the main thing there is that you can, if you could do something that, you know, you get done what you need to do in 2 hours instead of 6 hours, it's pretty obvious that you can maybe go have some free time, or you can go, or you could open another franchise and you know, continue to grow. So I think we agree it's important.
Yes,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, when it comes to productivity, what's something that you believe in or do to improve your productivity? Let's just get a hack out of you right now.
Okay, so I follow this 3-step process called go, know, and do.
Okay.
All right. When I'm done my morning routine, whatever that is, have breakfast, sing in the shower, blah, blah, blah. The first thing I do...
Wait, you should tell them about your shower mix.
Go on to Spotify, look up Bruski's shower mix, and it's filled with all of the songs that you want to sing in public but are too afraid to, so that you sing them in the shower.
Yes, and he announced this at one of our franchisor roundtables, and everybody went and got, you know, Spotify going. So it's called the Bruski Shower Mix. Yeah. BRUSKI.
That's right. It's like the theme for pool parties these days.
And does that help you with your productivity when you sing in the shower? Sorry, I'm taking it off track here.
It helps me with my idea generation.
Okay. Okay, back to go, do, no, go.
Go, no, do.
Go, no, do.
Yeah, so
Sounds like a different language. Okay.
When I'm done my morning routine, the first thing I do is I open up my calendar and refresh myself on everywhere I have to go that day. Do I have a lunch meeting? Do I have a phone call? Do I have to be here? Have I scheduled all of my drive time and stuff together? Perfect. Next thing, I open my inbox and I figure out what I need to know for the day, right? Has there been any emergencies, like a lockdown or something that I need to deal with? Are there quick emails that I can fire off because somebody needs to know, hey, Rob, how much did this cost? And anything that will take me more time to answer, I bump it down to the do component, which is a task list on a task management software with projects, due dates. So not only do I have actual tasks that I have to do, but these longer emails like, hey Rob, can you please send me an Excel spreadsheet that lists your last 6 months of blah, 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 blah. Like that will become a task. And then I will do that during my scheduled time that I have to do my tasks, or when I'm hanging out at night watching the Raptors game because they're just clobbering the other team, it's become boring, I start doing my tasks.
Okay, so go, no is K-N-O-W.
Yes.
That's where you got me there.
Yeah.
And then do.
Yep.
And this kind of, and then also I sort of gonna say that you kind of threw in another thing is just having a task management software.
Yep.
Now some people don't want that extreme, you know, way of doing things. That's not extreme, but as formal, I guess. Yep. But I know that I'll just throw in that you use Asana as task management.
Some people will just send themselves an email and leave that email unread and use their inbox as a task list. I could not stand this glaring unread messages every night before going to sleep. It's got to be cleaned up for me.
So I think the point is like find the thing that works for you, but you should have some kind of a system about your tasks as well. So that's actually another hack in itself, is having a system, and that might be, so it might be using Asana, it might be a whiteboard, it might be it's just a list, but have some kind of a system. So one of my tips is to step back from what you're doing and maybe even write down, the ideal situation is if you can write everything down for 7 days-ish that you're doing. Yeah. And look at all the things that you're doing and be honest as you're writing things down. What things on there can you delegate to someone else? I'm going to go through these in a second and more slow down, but delegate, automate, eliminate, or simplify. So is there anything on your list that you're doing that you really don't need to be the one to do? Delegate. You know, you're a leader at you're a small business owner, and often people are trying to do it all. They're trying to do their marketing, they're trying to do their bookkeeping. Do what you're good at, but if there's something that's really bogging you down, could you delegate that?
And that'll empower your team too.
There you go. I was just going to say that. If you can empower, I find most people are looking for growth opportunities and stimulation. So yeah, if you can delegate to one of your team members. What can you automate? Is there anything that you can create more systems around or use technology to automate? So you can maybe automate things. Eliminate. Is there anything on your list that you really don't need to be doing that you realize, yeah, I don't know why I do that?
Yeah, drinking a beer, watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or you could do that if that's your downtime. But what could you eliminate? Or maybe throughout the day you keep popping on social media and getting distracted and wasting time doing that. And you realize, you know what? Yeah, I really don't need to do that. Maybe I can get more disciplined and have certain times of the day that I do that, or I check emails certain times of the day. And then simplify. Is there anything that you're doing that you're like, yeah, why am I doing this so complicated? And you can simplify how you're doing it. So that's one of mine that I like to remind people.
Cool.
I have another one if you want.
Yes, I would love another one.
When you're trying to decide what to do about, like if you're trying to make a decision about something you're going to execute on, and we just did some rants on community marketing, you're trying to decide whether or not to do this thing, whether it's marketing or somebody's saying you should go to this event or you should do this or that. You can measure it on an impact versus effort matrix. And you can Google this, impact versus effort matrix. Okay. So it's a matrix where one side is the impact and one side is the amount of effort. And I guess I'll do this. So on that matrix, just in case you needed me to do that.
You gotta do it the other way for me. You gotta go like that.
Oh, okay. By the way, if you're listening to this on the podcast, I'm using hand signals to make a matrix, which isn't really working. Anyway.
More of a graph, right? Like a matrix would...
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So on this, you're gonna plot your idea. Where does it sit? Is it high impact? And I like to put it into quadrants, this matrix.
Yep.
So if it's high impact and high effort, you might not want to do it. If it's high effort and low impact, why would you do it? If it's low impact, low effort, is it worth doing it? What you really want to find are things that are high impact, low effort. And it doesn't mean you're never going to do the high impact, high effort things, but you just want to realize like how much, it's good to stop and assess how much effort is this going to take.
Yep.
Yeah. I got more if you want.
Yeah.
Or do you have some?
I mean, I feel like if I start going down this path, this is going to get way out of hand.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so I'll just go.
Yeah, you go.
Okay. Block scheduling. So people say, I just never get myself doing social media. I really want to do it, and then I get started on my day, and the next thing you know, I didn't do it. Or even exercise, for that matter. That one happens a lot. Mm-hmm. Get a digital calendar going, or it could be a paper calendar if that's what you prefer. But really, I mean, these days Google Calendar and all these phone calendars. Most people are comfortable with that. And go in there and make an event where you're going to go on and schedule time to do social media marketing or maybe social media organic posts, or block schedule time where you're going to make those cold calls that you're trying to make. Yeah. Or, I'm going to do 5 outreaches at this time every Monday. Find a time that you're likely to do it when your brain is fresh and when you're probably actually going to do it. Put that in your calendar. And then what other things can you put in there? And maybe there's some things that you're going to do daily. So every day, for me, I have at 8 o'clock a.m. plan of attack. And it reminds me to think about, I put POA in my calendar and I remember, okay, I got to think, what's my plan of attack for today? I guess it's a little bit like your do.
Yeah, you're setting boundaries on your schedule, right? When we're filming this, I booked that entire day out today and didn't put anything else in it and just protected it. So there wasn't like mishaps and stuff like that. And that's what I do with everything is unless it's an emergency, first come, first serve. You get in my schedule. If somebody wants something else, then I'll be like, you gotta wait till next week.
Yeah, it's okay to put boundaries.
I'm not gonna juggle other people's.
Yeah, don't let all of it come at you. Put boundaries on your time. So that's another one that just got snuck in there. So that was good. So time to wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go be awesome.